Hi everyone, Sandra Vail here at Homesteading Ways, and today we're going to be making a really good apple cake. And it's simple, and I like it because most of the ingredients, if not all of them, you probably already have on hand at home. So to start with, we're taking this big bowl and we have 3 large eggs in there. To that I'm going to add a cup of oil. You can use whatever oil you want. This is vegetable oil. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of vinegar. Vinegar, listen to me. How would that taste? Well, I don't know, it might not be bad, but we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. This is actually a half a teaspoon. I don't know why, what happens in my teaspoon one. And then to that, we are going to add our sugar. So we're going to use a cup and a half of white sugar and a half a cup of brown. And then you're just going to take your mixer and blend them together till it's well incorporated. Now in this bowl I have 2 cups of flour, and to that we're going to add a teaspoon of baking soda, if I can get it out here. Follow my teaspoon measure, so put that in there. Then we're going to use a half a teaspoon of salt. I can get the salt out too. I'm having problems today, it looks like. So put your salt in there. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. And this, I'm lucky. This measuring set has really good measures. So this is a double tablespoon measure here. So 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. And then the last thing we're going to add is a half a teaspoon of allspice. I really like allspice in a lot of these fall and winter recipes. But you don't need a lot of it, so it can last a while. We're just going to mix this up a little bit. It doesn't have to be, you know, completely mixed. Just want to get it spread out a little bit. And then we're going to add this to our egg mixture. So I'm just going to go ahead and add it all at once. It's not a big deal. And then we're going to mix this up. And now that it's all thoroughly mixed, we're going to fold in our apples. And here I have 4 cups of, I don't know, kind of small chunks, I guess, of apples. So you're going to want about 4 to 5 apples depending on the size. I used 4 because they were pretty good size. And most people will use a tart apple, and I do too. A lot of times I'll use Granny Smith, but today I'm using Pink Lady simply because that's what I had. So we're just going to, this is kind of a thick batter, so don't let that put you off. Put this in here, this. Yowzers. Now this is going to be going into a 9 by 13 pan. And this cake is one of the few cakes out there that actually tastes very good the next day. And in fact, a lot of people will have it for breakfast with their coffee. But it makes a great cake for brunch. You know, serve it with brunch, snack time, and dessert. Let's see here. There we go. Now this may seem like a little bit much or maybe overkill or whatever, but we're not done yet. We're going to add a bunch of chopped pecans, and we're going to fold those in as well. Some of these chopped are kind of big, but that's okay. If you don't have pecans or you want to use another nut, by all means go ahead. If you don't like nuts, leave them out. Not a problem. You could also do raisins in here, or dates, or cranberries. Just, you know, put in there what you like. So that was a half a cup, and I'm going to use almost another half cup, a little bit less. So just a little bit less than a full cup. And now we're going to get this into our pan. This is a 9 by 13, and it's also non-stick. But if I were using a standard 9 by 13, whether it's you know, aluminum or glass, I would grease it. You need to grease a pan if it's not a non-stick. So we're gonna get this in there. Oh, and make sure your oven's preheated to 350. It is very thick. But you'll be very happy that you made this. Get it all out. Make sure to get as much of the batter out as you can. Okay, I think we're good there. And just spread it out. So now it's ready for the oven. You're going to bake this anywhere from 50 minutes, 50, to an hour. So just start checking it at the 50-minute mark. You know, just take a toothpick. When the toothpick comes out clean, then you're good. Okay, it is out of the oven and cooled down and ready to eat. As you can see, I cut myself a piece. The cake itself is really rich and good, so I didn't feel the need to put any kind of icing on there. I just topped it with a little bit of powdered sugar. But if you want to fancy it up a little bit or just do something special, go ahead and make a glaze, or even a cream cheese frosting would be nice on there too. Okay, so I'm going to give it a try for you guys. I'll take one for the team. Very good. You will love it. Make sure to make extra. This would be great if you took it to a potluck or a bake sale or just a family get-together. People will want the recipe. It is really good, even though it is simple to do. So thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. It would be wonderful if you did. It was nice talking to you, and you take care.